And welcome back to our coverage of the EDP Billabong Pro Cascais. We're in the final heat of round number 4, the round of 24, with Griffin Colapinto in the red jersey, Nat Young in the blue jersey, and former winner of this event, Alejo Muniz. And this is what happened while we were away.
Griffin Colapinto straight into it. This kid has been on point. That's why he sits in the top 10 of the rankings right now. But that's not safe. Yes, it is in the top 10, but he needs to finish with around 19,000 points. He knows that this is an opportunity for him to get through this round and pick up some big points and actually maybe even find his way further up the rankings as he does the runaround. So he'll be able to hear that score.
Here's the runaround, and it's been the theme of this competition day here at Playa do Guincho. And the advice, there you go, from Jake Patterson.
Well, it's funny, so early in the heat, there's not a whole lot except for that's just a pump up, right?
And let's see what kind of surfing.
You know, how much surfing time you've surfed in 35 knot onshores?
Nat Young knows cold water. Nice little transition turn there. He's got to have to get in front. Back up in the lip again. Third time. And just nice pace through that wave. Nothing spectacular. Right behind him, Griffin Colapinto, who just got a little bit caught up. He opened with a 4.67. When we first sent the guinea pigs out there this midday,
finding those waves in the lineup, I mean, we can see how much more wind chop is on the face. So it's going to make your board feel different. Although he did a good job here. I mean, he chased a lot of this wave, you know, trying to get to that next section. So it kind of hindered his ability to have quality maneuvers there. Although he did attack the lip, and the wind's blazing water into your eyes.
And it's probably worth just taking a whitewater roll in as we see Griffin Colapinto does a slash, big finishing a maneuver, and a just disastrous ending.
With a disaster slide.
Oh,
that was epic.
Here's a replay. Let's check this out in slow-mo.
Yeah, nice. I mean, that was not a good section, so he just did everything he could to fit a turn in, and then there, attacks it. He gets the fins released, compressing, trying to get out in front of the explosion. Doesn't happen. Not enough speed. I mean, so what he was doing there was doing that 2-for-1. He sacrificed the speed because you do a maneuver.
Looks like Nat jumped into second with this wave, Peter.
A whole 1.07. Tags it and goes down, and he moves into second.
Did what he needed to do.
I mean, he attacks the lip here, which is exactly what he wants to do. Those high-quality maneuvers. But again, the wind, the chop, all of that playing a role in just trying to keep your board in control.
Well, illustrating the scoreline, the difficult conditions, we're going to turn to our attention to live action here with Griffin Colapinto. Nice carve on the backhand. He's able to control the board for whitewater climb and back up again into the lip. And he broke his board.
No, that was a clean.
That was not.
No, all right. That was a change out.
He needs to change his board. That was a signal to the beach to...
You sure? It looked like he was disco dancing.
He's changing his board. Whether it's a broken board or he just needs new equipment, that is the...
You know, what is that score he needs? Well, he's just got to surf this wave well.
He's just going to surf this thing through. A little carve on the backhand, looks for the finish, stabs it up in the lip as we always see Nat do, and we'll see if that was complete. That other wave kind of interfered with him riding completely out. What do you think, Nat Cy Young in the blue jersey? And here we go. Little play on priority.
Wow.
And first priority, Griffin Colapinto's not going to give anyone a chance. He's got the lead, and he has a nice wave for that carve, and he gets the finish. So outstanding performance by Griffin Colapinto, unaffected.
He's looked like
by
that
the
wind.
Conditions.
Yeah,
you know?
I was just going to say the wind. Oh, Alejo is going to now improve.
And a couple snaps for Alejo, and that's going to improve his position. So 20 seconds remaining.
Oh, wow.
Nat went left. So we're going to get back to that ride of Nat Young. We're waiting for scores, and it all played out in the last minute. All three surfers with a wave, and we're going to see how that juggles the standing or shuffles the standing in this final heat
we never even saw Nat's wave.
And we can dissect it.
Because it really comes down to this exchange. So Nat going for the cutty, the slam off the top. Does he get one final maneuver here? Big carve, pulls it off. There you go. So 3 turns. Pretty good wave. That's going to go into his top 2.
Alejo, talk about this though, Pete.
Snaps his turn. You can put everything into this one, and then the finish move, he's going to get 2 more moves too. So very similar types of waves here. I think that this final wave of Alejo feels to me like that final section pretty darn good. Wow.
Breathe. And here's Griffin Colapinto. This was a 5-3-3, so Griffin
Already in.
and he's already going to advance out of this heat. So the real story
These last two waves.
is the last two waves of Alejo Muniz and that Young on that split.
And this is
we're waiting for those scores.
The situation, too, is that now the judges have the opportunity at the end of the heat.
He's waiting to hear the scores. So Alejo flares up on the last wave of the heat. 5.33, not enough for Nat Young. Alejo Muniz, as well as Griffin Colapinto, are going to move to the man-on-man matchups when we get back here to the EDP Billabong Pro Cascais.